All right, I wanna talk about this bubble tech, man. This bubble tech.
Oh boy.
How much of a game changer is this bubble tech? It's like an anti devil fruit user weapon, I guess. It's
It's
an
like,
anti devil fruit user weapon. Like how they
yeah.
like where do we go with this bubble tech? You know, uh let's go with Angel. Well, no, I'm gonna save Angel. I'm gonna let Angel get an opportunity to get his thoughts. Ragnar. What about Ragnar? What up, Ragnar? Bubble tech, bubble technology.
I think this is the perfect time for Usopp, as usual, to get a new upgrade like he always does when he finds out about new technology he can integrate.
Was you there for that
Shells,
for our discussion when I
upgrades.
was you there for that discussion when we talked about Usopp
I
getting it?
was there. I
Oh,
was here,
okay.
and
Just
we still on the same page, Blump. We on the same
we
page
on the
still.
same page, man. Frankie or
I'm telling
Usopp,
you,
in my opinion.
Frankie
Either
or Usopp, even both of them, both of these,
both of them. Why not?
both of these, they are ready.
Maybe even Nami.
You're,
I mean, Nami already
the thing
used
is,
bubbles, stuff like bubbles before, so it wouldn't be like, you know, it
and
could
that is
it could
that's
it
that.
could
That means
upgrade.
Usopp has his history with it. That's what I'm saying. Usopp has history with it. He could upgrade the climate tech. Frankie could upgrade weapons. Usopp could upgrade his sniper. We're looking at a complete upgrade for the Straw Hats. Remember the one thing people always talk about the Straw Hats was, oh, they don't have hockey. Well, with Sea Prism infused bubbles, they don't need hockey.
That's facts,
That's all I gotta say.
and you can also integrate the technology on the ship. You do that, bro.
Oh my
You
God, I
can
forgot about that.
you
You're right.
you can bubbleize your
Nami can
ship,
use it.
go in the water. That easy.
I didn't
Like
think about that. Oh my God.
we put
Yeah, it
we
could.
putting Rayleigh out of business.
Oh, poor Rayleigh, bro. Oh my God, Shaka gonna leave his ass. Oh no.
We putting Rayleigh out of business. Yeah, Shaka,
Back like robbing the rich.
Shaky, Shaka, and Shiki. Nah, I don't know why that was random, but yeah, bruh, that bubble tech, bro. Like learning about it now, it's like perfect upgrade for Usopp. Like you said, Ragnar, I definitely agree with that. It could be great for somebody like Frankie as well.
If Kaido utilized it.
Yeah, like I would like to see Usopp like in. I want to see him integrated with like the impact dials or something. That's what I would like to see,
I
man.
actually want to say to you,
It will
Blum,
finally be
we
somewhat
have to
effective.
remember that the Weatharia scientists told Navi beforehand that bubble technology is the most dangerous technology on the planet. So we should have been expecting this, to be honest. We should have expected to bubble technology to come around in some way
Mm-hmm.
to show how useful it is, even in the modern world, right?
Yeah,
Because they were
man.
telling us if the wrong people got their hands on this technology, they could take over the Grand Line, no diff. That's what they were saying. So
Vegapunk
what we're
took
seeing
that
right now
technology
is
too.
proof of that. That's Hey, listen to me, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling
Was
you.
it bubble technology or weather technology?
Specifically weather, but when they said weather, they talk about bubble because when they were doing weather technology, they did bubble seething, they did bubble parachutes, they did bubble rain clouds. All of their technology came from bubbles. Every single one. If you
Right.
even go back to the cover pages, all of them came from
Foreshadowing, I
bubbles.
guess.
It was foreshadowing because they could infuse their bubbles with plants. They could infuse it with lightning. They could infuse it. Well, I don't know what else they
Um,
could infuse it. I haven't seen anything else.
I,
So let me
I
look
meant
at it.
foreshadowing it like Khalifa being like a bubble woman,
The soap
like
soap
Nami
woman.
fighting. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's called. Yeah, it's soap, not bubbles. Never mind.
I just think
Was there like a bubble?
bubbles were always supposed to be this broken. And I think right now Oda is telling us, listen, the guys on Witharia weren't joking. Bubbles are busted. And Usopp, as usual, is going to find a way to implement that into the climate act and his slingshot. I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
SpongeBob was always top one, basically.
By the way, guys, her fruit is bubbles and soap.
Mm.
Was her dog food called Bubbles? If Awa
Yeah, so
means bubble.
it's bubble fruit, but it explained that it's bubble made from soap, so that's why it's both bubble and soap.
So yeah, foreshadowed.
Yeah,
And we had Sabaody, right? One of the most important arcs
Yeah.
in the pre-time skip. You know, same arc that we see. We met the pacifista, right? Who
And,
later
and
had bubble
SpongeBob.
technology, you know, or the later versions of the pacifista had bubble technology, and yeah, Sabaody was super symbolic with bubbles. You know, like that part where every time one of the straw hats were pawed away, we got a bubble that popped, bro. That was beautiful. I ain't gonna like that.
So
They were
Bubbles
that
and
was
Bubbles.
that was masterfully done, especially in the anime. I didn't read that. I didn't read that in the manga, so I didn't know how it was in the manga. I watched it in the anime, and it was beautifully done. Every time one of the straw hats was sent away by Kuma, you get a bubble that pop. It was
The manga was okay.
yeah. It's just some things the anime you just need it for, man. You just need it. You need the emotion conveyed in the anime, in my opinion. You know.
I agree with Blump
The-
on this.
Yeah. But yeah, the bubble and they was using bubbles for like everyday use in Sabaody. You know, like they go shopping, they got little bubble carriages. You know.
Good fishmen generate
Blump,
bubbles.
go up to Marijois, you have a bubble elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
And
the
SpongeBob had bubbles.
Gorosei
Been
has those
since
bubble heads. They use those bubbles to, you know, to keep from breathing all the commoner air, you know.
Yeah.
So they
And
definitely
Robin doesn't like bubble gum.
bubble gum. Uh, Angel, you've been a little quiet this topic. What's up? What's up with this bubble tech? You know, where do you see this going?
The great thing about, the great thing about this bubble tech is we learned that the Seraphim are weak to water.
Alfred,
Um,
Well,
like,
it's not water.
space stone energy.
Yeah.
oh, sea stone energy. Either way, we can just drown them
What?
and we'd be good.
Wow. And also the Lunarian weakness.
Oh yeah, that too. Looks like more and more people are learning about it.
In this chapter about time.
Which is, yeah. So actually, this is actually kind of good because now we either side, whichever side ends up with the Seraphim.
Or Sanji could also figure it out.
Both sides would know how to deal with them.
Yeah.
Well, one side would have, yeah. Because I don't think what's it called?
Which
Lucci and what's his partner's name again?
Kaku.
Kaku are gonna keep it to themselves. How to handle a Seraphim, I guess.
Yeah. But
Yeah, so yeah, it's really good.
yeah, Q, where are we going with this bubble tech, man? Like, is it going to be prominent in the story from here on out? I think it's a great
think so.
weapon against devil fruit users, you know.
I
And the
think it's a
Seraphim.
plot device to go to the core of this whole bubble thing, because I think there's a lore about bubbles and devil fruit and how they were created. There's something to it. I think it's like, there was some form of like bubble technology before, and they're trying to imitate, and just basically it's like it kind of reminds me a bit of like the Dead and Mushi and the Dials. That it's similar stuff. We have similar stuff about bubbles, but it's not the same thing. It has different roles.
It definitely tests escape, yeah.
Yeah. So, and if you remember, one of the first big battle they had in Skypiea was this guy using the ball dials. But if you think about it, the form is like the bubble form as well. They're huge
Actually,
balls. So
I preferred
there's
more to
something to it.
Gatsu.
Sorry?
What'd you say?
It's something similar Gedatsu has with the swamp bells and the swamp burger specifically.
Yeah, no. But what I'm saying is that just think about the ball dials that they faced. If you think about just about the shape of it, that there is something old about it. It's not just like, oh, let's do bubbles and it's an effective element. Let's use that because it's water. I think there is something to it. So, but I don't know honestly. I'm just very curious about this whole bubble thing because it's been becoming more and more prominent in this chapter, in this arc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this arc has been giving us a lot of stuff that might become prominent, right? Like we still haven't really even talked. Like we still haven't really, like, there's one piece of technology that I feel as though could also play a big role in the series as well that they kind of haven't really talked about a lot, but you know, if they bring it back, it could be super useful, and that's those gloves that could interact with light as well. That's something that could combat somebody like Kizaru, possibly Enel. Maybe, I mean, electricity and light aren't, one's plasma and one is energy, so it's not really the same. But electricity, I think it still has light properties, though, some light properties. But yeah, everybody give their thoughts on there, or anybody got anything else?
I will say Blump is probably right. There will be something about those gloves in the future that we would not expect. I genuinely mean those gloves that can interact with light particles. We will not expect the use of those.
Yeah.
Oda wouldn't bring up some invention like that unless it will had some importance later on. Listen,
I know what it's for.
I'm telling you, it's gonna have some importance.
Always the checkups gun.
It's preparation for Usopp versus Kizaru, the greatest matchup.
Okay.
It would be unexpected, an unknown battle.